Hello and welcome to a Smite video. Today this is going to be some Clash gameplay, and I'm basically going to be talking over the important bits. I'm hoping this is useful to newer players as well as players that are finding this game a bit of a struggle. So here goes nothing. First thing to take note is the fact that you need to look at your mini-map, which is what I've just done here, and I noticed that the enemy team are diving the left side tower. I've also noticed as well that the enemy team have pretty much just killed my teammate. I get ulted and then ult in response right in front of the enemy nemesis, who is pretty much dead at that point because he's taken a lot of damage from the tower as well as taking a lot of damage from me. At that point Nemesis is pretty much screwed because I've cleared all the minions and she's taken a lot of tower damage. Now this gameplay is from level 8 onwards, so you haven't seen the full story, but it should be enough to help you. What you're seeing here is someone being incredibly risky. What I should have done and could have done is backed off, but instead I decide to kill as many minions as I possibly can and then decide to back off. You'll notice as well, and this is something you can translate to Conquest, I am trying to get as many buff counts as I can. I went and got blue on Clash because I am Kuku and well, my abilities are on a very short cooldown, so why not spam them with the mana buff. You can see here I stand still when placing the Shivalonke and then ult in response to someone attacking my teammate there. I'm pretty much trying to keep an eye on what's happening and then using my abilities in ways that make sense. You can also see here I'm being very passive and moving back away from any attacks I have, as well as casting out my abilities, basically acting as a "you should not pass here." You can see as soon as I use my abilities I immediately back off from the area, pretty much keeping myself in a safe distance and staying under tower, being as safe as possible. Again, I place the tornado down and pretty much just back off, just to try and dissuade them from attacking my teammate. One thing to make note of is the fact that I am keeping an eye on the minimap currently and notice that no one is in the left side of the map. If you're curious why I'm building it in this way and order, the answer is pretty simple. I felt like I needed more power, that's why I've gone into these items. Plus as well, Kuku scales off of mana, he gains magical power based on the total mana he has. If you're curious about the start, which was soulstone into tiny artifact, the reason why I went with this start because it provides a lot of power, especially early on, which is great for characters like Kuku, who has great wave clear early on. Plus as well, it provides me with a decent amount of sustain when it comes to mana per second, which again Kuku needs because he has a very short set of cooldowns. Plus as well, it also gives me a nice benefit when it comes to the lifesteal, which isn't much, but it would help early game. You can see here I'm pretty much backed off after casting my abilities because I didn't really want to fight and because again I'm a mobile mage, but you can see I'm not actually picking fights and going straight in. I'm staying back away from my teammates and just pretty much clearing the minions as opposed to initiating and causing fights. What you are going to see a couple times in this gameplay is the fact that I'm not the best mechanical player in the world and I keep missing some of my abilities. Again, I can see that people are on the left side, so I immediately go to the left side. Pretty simple, I'm looking at the minimap. I'm just going where I need to go. This is something you can translate to when it comes to Conquest, and you should do it with honesty. Here I use beads on the Nemesis ult because I was expecting some sort of follow-up like Cupid, but that didn't happen. One of the biggest mistakes I do make as a Smite player is the fact that I sometimes will not use my relics when I need to, and as a result I will die unnecessarily. Don't be afraid to use your relics. What I'm trying to do here is pretty much peel for tier and body block the Kumba, which is what I've done successfully. Normally the warriors and the guardians would do that, but in that case you have to let the mage do it. You can see here I'm also going straight to the XP counts. This is something you should also do in Conquest, and it's a good habit to have anyway. XP counts give you gold as well as give you well XP. You can see here I did make somewhat of a misplay in the fact that I didn't let my mana regen to full, and as a result I decided to laugh it off. For people who are curious, it currently is 3 AM in the morning, so I apologise if I am being extremely quiet. Now I can see Kumba wants to dodge the tower, so I put the tornado down, and unfortunately I can't help save my teammate, but I do manage to get him off of the tower, which is better than nothing. At this stage my team is incredibly behind, and as a result I don't think we can really win. Again, you can see I'm going for the buff counts as soon as I know they're up, and well, that's what you should be doing. Certain buff counts are better on certain characters, but I'll leave you to work that out which ones are the best. Now what you'll see here is I am keeping an eye on the left side, and I know they are over there, and as a result I decide to clear the way first and then head over there. And here's a sneaky little trick you can do. You can ult over the wall and no one sees it coming and pretty much doesn't use any relics. As a result I pretty much get 2 kills off the bat because of that, because I did a crap ton of damage. The tick damage there kills Cupid with Freya providing some more. And here's a mistake where I don't use my relic in time or at all, and I pretty much get out of position by staying too long at the front, and as a result die. What I should have done there is use my abilities to clear the wave and not move forward at all. There was no need for me to move forward, and I have no idea why I did that. So you will see here I went straight into double stacking after boots, and I'm going straight into obsidian shard. When it comes to items you want to build on mages, you want to be building at least one pen item. Well, you do want to be building one pen item. As for which pen item is better, obsidian shard or spear of the Magnus, it really much depends on the mage and if you can apply the penetration easily or not. You can see here I am waiting to ult again behind the wall, but I decided against it. And here's a case where I am too prideful to surrender, and I'm having a good game and think I can pull this around. What I should have done is actually give up at this stage because, well, quite frankly, my team are not pulling the way and I'm ludicrously ahead, but there's not really much I can do. I can't carry the game, so I should have probably surrendered at this point, but that would have made a very short video, so there you go. You can see here I'm trying to clear the wave first and then I'm attacking people. This is something you should only do early game because minions do a lot of damage, especially early game, and they can give you a lot of free poke and allow people to then kill you. What you should do is try and clear the wave. If you can't clear the wave, back off and let them be, and wait until you are in a much safer position to clear the wave as opposed to just attacking the other player and trying to kill them, because minions are going to kill you first. You can see how I did manage to land an ability which was, well, quite good. I get ulted and then ulted twice. I did use Sanctuary, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to keep me alive. You can see here my teammates decide to rotate after a battle has broken out. It's very difficult to work out when you need to rotate and when you don't want to rotate, but here's a very simple rule. If you're winning lane, you want to start rotating. If you have managed to clear the wave, then you want to start rotating. You want to rotate to the lane which needs the most help, or a lane that you can put ahead very easily, especially if they are slightly behind. If you're playing in the solo lane, it's very simple. You go to the middle lane. It's the closest lane to you and the most obvious target. Supports and junglers basically want to be roaming around the map and trying to cause as much havoc and mayhem as possible. As for hunters, they want to be pretty much moving to the mid lane, or if there's a big fight going on in the solo lane, they want to come over very slowly to the solo lane. But they can just sit back and farm while everyone else fights, especially in Conquest. So, why did I decide to build Poly, I'm guessing? The reason why is because I get mana, and well, mana with a god that scales off of magic power. Again, I ult behind the wall, and well, here's the results. It's very difficult to dodge that, especially if you are behind the wall and it's coming at you, especially if you are starting to fight like that. You can see how I move forward because we have the advantage, and my entire team are doing much damage, so I decide to keep going forward. This is one of those cases where we are winning that fight, so there's no real reason to back off. Now here's something that you may have not noticed, but their entire team is now up. There's only a couple of minions here. So what's the correct decision and the right thing to do? I'm looking here and I can see that there's no one on the minimap, and well, I can see we have a couple of minions and their entire team is back, so I decide to immediately back off the tower. Tower decides to stay around a bit longer and take a lot of extra poke. This is one of the things you need to get used to, is where people like to be and when is it good to push and when is it not good to push. You will see here, very simply, I decide against pushing because they are not dead and they are very likely to come into that lane very soon. You can see again, I ult over the wall and I hit someone. I'm pretty sure that was the same person. I put down the tornado here to try and provide some cover, but unfortunately it isn't enough. However, I do get a kill on Cupid. I put tornado down here, but again it's not enough. Kumba is the only one left, and at that point they were pretty much screwed. What Kumba should have done, for anyone who is curious, is Kumba should have actually tanked the Phoenix for his teammate, and Cupid should have then went for the Phoenix and got it down. It would have been a very easy Phoenix, to be honest with you. And here we have pretty much lost the entire game because we have two Phoenixes down, and I'm pretty sure one of my teammates has now left. Now, I know some of you are going to be asking a very simple question, and that is, how is this gameplay going to be helpful for Conquest? The answer is, it's actually extremely useful. Just watch what I'm doing and try and move these ideas and methods to Conquest. You can see I'm moving between lanes, basically rotating, as well as clearing minions and then attacking people. It's that simple. The map may be a bit different, but the ideas and concept pretty much remains the same. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time for a 3 AM video. Hope this was insightful and useful, and yeah.